like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear a cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to...
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Penny up the middle. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
17.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Goff on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching them try to take away that area of the field.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points. They still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Penny. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right side. There's Likely with it. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Penny, a 1st down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And it is still early. You start prorating the numbers, and that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Penny. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Throwing is Hurts. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker has 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Jackson to return. That'll go as a punt of 42-7 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Let's go now.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 2nd and inches, Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Inside handoff, Penny. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 126 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. He scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 5-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Goff on 1st down. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 76. 76. Value 3. Value 3.
Here's Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Lions.
Goff now looks to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Complete to Likely. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Goff. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. Brown.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nakobe Dean. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than we were seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
That's good for the Lions.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 76. All right.
Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A waste of time.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Swift on the counter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Throwing on third. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Results, 4th down.
We're good. We're good.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dallas got it from 19 yards away. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Goff looking to throw. two-point conversion caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good game right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can a lot of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On target to his man, Likely. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's now locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's caught. Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Isaiah Likely with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now Goff. And Sharp calls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far, but you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots and then connect on that?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's got this, complete to Williams. Play action, it's gone. That is caught, it's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Right side. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he stopped immediately there. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Is complete, and the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Super 66.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Lions 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game with a pick. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still